and welcome to episode 23 of the Team HAQ podcast. We have a special guest. It's going to be the first owner that we've had on the Honor of Kings, of course, this podcast here with the Team HAQ, but it's going to be Aiman from Team HAQ. First off, how are you doing? And please let everyone know who you are.
First of all, I'm doing good. Thank you so much for having me in this, I would say, podcast, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep. It's an honor for me, especially this is my first time enter into the new game division of HAQ, but everyone welcome is like very, very open. So, yeah, I think right now we're doing good, preparing for MKL. For those who don't know, Team HAQ's having our debut for MKL season after our international tournament, which is KIS. So, yeah, right now we are still surviving in MKL.
Before we kind of continue on, we got to talk about the elephant in the room. We see the MPL trophy. Let's talk a little bit about the history. Back up a little bit before we went into Honor of Kings. Let's talk a little bit how Team HAQ, what was their journey? What is the history behind this team?
All right. So basically, the reason I started Team HAQ is because I'm really passionate into esports. So how do I started into esports is I was a FIFA player. And competitive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think I started competitive in FIFA division. So I think from Singapore, if you guys know Kun, there's the other FIFA players that compete in the FIFA EAFC. So after I started on when I was 17. So a few years after I start playing FIFA, I feel like a little bit rusty. I have to admit, but then I still want to be in the esport industry. So I started working as esport event crew with Games Bond, one of esport organization in Malaysia. So long story short, after that I plan to open an esport team because I feel like I do not have any skill or any thing to play anymore, but I do want to provide platform for all the talents out there, especially in Malaysia, for them to prove their skills or for them to improve their competitive play style. So I started Team HAQ with FIFA Division first, where I have Amtuah and Ismirza as my players for FIFA. And then, long story short, I started to open Mobile Legend division. But then during that time, we were still in the qualifier side. We were not entering the MPL side. After Mobile Legend, I opened PUBG Mobile. So I invested in PUBG Mobile too. But then, I think Mobile Legend, we were in qualifier for 2 seasons. We didn't qualify. So third qualifier, we actually qualified, which is season 10, and then straight away went to champions. So our debut was really, or we will say that princess story, you know. That was really nice. So this was season 10. So after season 10, we have like up and downs and stuff. So for a few years, I think until 2024, I decided to, I would say, take a break, step down from esport. So I went to pursue my master in Sheffield, UK. I did master in sport business management. So, but then master in sport management, I learned a lot about the sport business, which is regarding on how you have to manage not only sports to football, but in general sports. So it's interesting. It's really interesting. So I came back last year, around November, and I was like, I didn't plan anything to come back to esports scene. I did not have any plan of that. So I was like looking around to find a job, and I was asking in football industry, esport industry. But then one day, Tencent approached me to invite me to enter HAQ scene. So at first, I was skeptical.
Okay.
To be honest, I was skeptical because I feel like, HAQ is not as big as Mobile Legends as I compare everything and stuff. But then when I see deep down at the community, there's a lot people in the HAQ community. So I feel like they need the support. So basically, they need a support for their community, and we also need their support for us to enter the HAQ scene. So I told Tencent, okay, give me a month. So I took a month for me to decide to enter HAQ, and I decided to enter HAQ scenes. Yeah. So basically, there's a like long story short. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, okay. But the thing is that when you were like rounding up the squads and like filling out the team for the first time, were you just like going, like, what was like the research process in terms of finding these players?
So basically, at first, Tencent do approach me. The reason why they want me to enter the HAQ scene is because in Malaysia, we actually want to help Malay community. Basically, they want Team HAQ to target market Malay for the community because Chinese players and Chinese community is a lot, but Malay players it's a lot too, but they do not have any platform. So for me, as a business entrepreneur perspective, I'll admit that we need to, I would say, to accomplish what Tencent want. But at the same time, I admit that we need to have a very competitive scene. So to have Malay players in the team, we can, but we know that we have to admit that we can't compete as good as other team do. Like how Mobile Legends ecosystem, Malay is more than Chinese. So I think that when wanted to recruit and everything, I still need a Chinese player. I have to admit, I still need Chinese player to be in the team, and at least a majority Chinese player in the team because they are more, I would say, more skilled and more good in this scene. So I think for KIS, if you guys know, I tried to bring 2 Malay players, especially the transition from MLB to HAQ.
Yep.
And we can see the result. We can't really cope up with that squad.
Yep.
And that's why I basically changed the roster for the MKL. Yeah.
Okay, I have a couple of questions. So the first one being a business owner, right? I think most of us have been in this industry for close to a decade. And a lot of business owners or people who are not into esports, they have this question. Okay, so when I take a look at esports, what are the things that you think are important when business owners, let's say they want to come into HOK or they want to come into esports, what is the few things that are very important that they must know?
I think, okay, from my perspective, first, their team need to have a good performance. Even I know that when you have a bad performance or good, even all the good teams, I would say let's talk about a football side, like Manchester United. I would say Manchester United. At first they were really bad, but you can see that when they have a bad performance, people say, oh, they're still Manchester United, so no worries. But if you guys do the research deep down, their sales went down. Even their tickets are not fully booked and stuff. So I would say the first thing first, your team performance is very important.
Okay.
So if your team performance is very good, and then you can generate income on the sponsorship side, on the merchandise side, and I would say all the talent management side. So I think the main thing you have to focus is the performance of the team. Yeah.
Okay.
That is important.
Then that leads to my second one, which I think has been a hot topic in esports for many, many years. Okay. But you now being at the forefront of this position, I think you have the best view of this. So are esports athletes considered athletes in your eyes?
I'm not being biased or anything, but esports athletes are actually considered as athletes. It depends on how the team do the structure or do the how they provide the facility and stuff. Because as you can see, I'm not sure in Malaysia, but in other countries, they do really I would say treat the esport athletes as an athletes. They do have physiotherapy.
Yep.
They do have their own nutritionist. They do have their own technical coach, analysis and stuff. So I would say that esport athletes really have to follow their own schedule in order for them to prepare mentally and physically for their tournament. So yes, I consider esport athlete an athlete.
So the players obviously. Oh, sorry, Dash. Go on.
Okay, I want to circle back to what you said before. You started as production crew, as you said, for events. So this is honestly one thing that interested me the most with what you said, because the production crew at the back end of things, they always do things and nobody knows who they are. So how was that for you? Because that for me is one of the most how can I say it? Most underappreciated job in events, and you did that. So walk me through, what was that? How was it to be a production crew at the back end of things?
So basically, I wasn't in the production crew. I was in the martial esport crew. So I was a martial.
Yeah. Okay. Same thing. Yeah.
So basically, I think at first, because I'm new into the esports scene, so in order for me to jump right straight away to make a team, it's I wouldn't say it's really bad, but it's just I do not have any knowledge about it. So that's why I would say I start from scratch. I try to work in the esports scene to see how it goes and everything. I think that was in 2018 or 2019. Yeah.
Okay.
I think some people will know where do I start. Some people don't know. I think if you guys know Tash Bunny, Flava.
Yeah.
They do know I start from the very, very bottom. So, but then a few years after that, like I would say that I have like a strong experience. Not really strong, but I have a solid experience for me to start an esport team. So when I started an esport team, everyone were quite shocked. Like, oh, you started an esport team? At first, of course, they really doubt on Team HAQ. But then at the same time, I have to focus, like we have to know our target market in Malaysia, especially. You can't do PlayStation game. You can't do PC game. At the end, you have to do mobile games because that's your target market. Yeah. So at the end, especially when we were champion for MPL, everyone was shocked. But I think some of them really like appreciate or really like congrats me on how I started from the bottom until the So there's a story.
Wonderful.
So
Wonderful,
also going into this one, I mean, you were talking about schedule and players and all that stuff, but as an owner, you kind of are not always in the limelight. Obviously, you can show up, and then you can, we do see owners of, that do show up to these events. But in terms of like the day-to-day, what exactly are you doing? And to kind of, like walk me through that schedule, so to speak.
Talk about HAQ for now. So right now, players are not staying together. So they are playing the training from their place and right now. But then MKL starting. So right now we are in the gaming house. So before the MKL, the players are not in the same place. But now in MKL, players are staying in the same place. So how Scrim, of course, is very important for our daily schedule. At least they need to have 3 scrims per day. Other than that, I'll point out their sleeping schedule. That is very important for them. They have to sleep before 2 a.m. That's the most, I would say, the latest they have to sleep, 2 a.m. But we know that they have to sleep like 10 p.m., 12 a.m., but I'll give them 2 a.m. That's very important. And they really need to, their wake-up call is before 10 a.m.
Sorry, real quick, the 2 a.m., if they don't make that bedtime, what sort of punishment is there? Is it like no juice the next day or like
no food?
No. We will give them warning.
Yeah.
If more than warning, we will confiscate their phone.
Okay.
Serious business. Okay, go on. Sorry.
So their wake up call latest is 10 a.m. because waking up in the morning is very important for them to say freshen up. If they wake up on evening or afternoon, it's not good. It's not really good for the I would say brain. Yeah. So other than that, training, sleeping pattern, I'll point out, of course, the food. They really need to eat breakfast. That is a very important. You never skip breakfast. And then lunch and dinner. But they have to eat 1 hour before the training start. So it's not gonna disturb their digestion during training and stuff. Yeah.
Actually, that's crazy because there was research done on this. This is actually what football players do as well, right? Like, during a match, they're not allowed to drink and eat. So they actually use the spitting water technique where it kind of trick your brain into, okay, I've already drank water, right? So you're hydrated.
Okay.
So that's super crazy. You really treat them like a professional athlete. So with that, now obviously you already have a foundation for MKL, right? So let's go back to the KIS performance. As an owner, I believe you have done experienced a lot through your journey of teams, ups and downs. So KIS 4 was not the best start for you guys, right?
No.
So coming into the games of KIS 4, how do you feel throughout the entire event?
First, of course, we wouldn't say that we target to lose or anything. We just want our target was doing our best. But then I think I would say that we actually can do more if our preparation is solid. The reason why I have Man and Lola in the lineup for KS4 is so basically we got invited last minute. So we can't find any more players, and Man Lola was supposed to be prepared for the MKL.
Okay.
Yeah, for MKL, not for KIS. So, since it was last minute, we decided to bring in Man and Lola for the KIS4, and then we also want to let Man and Lola to, I would say, feel the HAQ scenes competitive, especially in international. So I think John, Bai, and Nunu, they were like, okay, we're just ready for any result because we know how our squad preparation and stuff. So they of course we were pissed off that time. Also we do have like all the argument and stuff, but at the end we accept the fact that we can't do anything more because this is our preparation.
Right.
So I think for KIS4 versus Kakendra, it was really shock for Man and Lola. You can see how their gameplay is they don't know what to do during that time. But then versus Dominator and Boom, we can see a slight improvement, even though I would say we lost 0-3, but at least we gave a fight to them. But then, of course, versus Nova, you can't say anything.
It's hard.
that was champion of the world. So, but then after that, I think Lola decided to not continue anymore. However, Man were able to, he want to continue for MKL. Yeah, I think at KIS4, I would say that it's an experience for us, and I would say lesson also for us to prepare well. Yeah.
I have a follow-up question to that. Do you think this experience for KIS4 made this team stronger in a way because they experienced how to play against teams like Nova, for example? Did you think this made the team stronger?
I would say yes, because put aside Malaysia teams, because Malaysia teams are very, very strong.
Yeah, monsters.
But the reason I would say why we make team stronger is we did some changes roster, as you can see for MKL.
Yeah.
So we know that changing roster, we actually, with this squad that we have at the moment, we actually can beat few of the teams if we bring this squad to the KIS4.
Okay.
Interesting.
So I would say yes.
Which team would you have beaten then?
Boom and Kagendra.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. No problem. No problem.
Dash is representing the PKL for the record, so that's why he has a little bit of.
It's all right. It's all right.
How dare you? But okay. We want to see some fights. I'm okay with this. Interesting. But okay, so also you were talking about the Luo kind of stepping away. Amon, it looks like there's Amon is going to be sticking around, but I see that the post put it as ISZ will be joining.
Yes.
I'm not sure how to pronounce that. And then also Wen Hao will be joining the farm lane as well. Can you talk to me a little bit about these players?
All right. So basically, Wen Hao have played in MKL before. So to be honest, I'll tell you the reason why. I mean, not saying they are bad. It's just I have to admit we still have lack of good players in Malaysia because probably some of them are scared Malaysia has a stronger region in the sea. But then Wen Hao is because he played with John before. So I would say the reason I recruited him because it's going to be, at least the chemistry going to be up a bit for the MKL roster. And Isaac is, we'll call him Is. Is, I would say, is rookies for the MKL.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think I would say why we took is compared to other players, his follow-ups, his rotations, and all his micro are very, good compared and then other players that we try out. So I think to be honest, in deep down, I'm actually rooting down for Is in the MKL. Yeah.
Okay. Any questions from you guys? If not, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, go.
You can go. You can go. Yeah.
So now that you have this new team, right? I won't say it's a brand new team, but this team is definitely much stronger, much more synergized as a group. Number one, what do you think is going to be the performance like in MKL? And then following from that, okay? I know we spoke about this because we were in the hotel room together. We were talking about the history of Team HAQ and what you expect going on. The goal for you guys is let's try and conquer MKL first, right? And of course, once you are able to conquer MKL, next stage is KWC, right? That's the big prize that you want.
Yeah, true.
And following from your experience in KIS, we know that KWC, you get to play against many different regions. What is the number one region you want to beat besides MKL?
All right. Okay. All right. I'll go with the first question first. All right. To be honest, Kin, my target for MKL Spring, I would say top 5 or top 4.
Oh,
So
okay.
Yeah, I'm speaking realistically. The reason why is we have to admit that GK, Nova, and AG are very strong team.
Yeah.
They're really strong. We have to admit that. And the reason why I think that it's not that I think my team can't compete. It's just our squad is not fully strong as them because we are using fully local. And we have a player from, I would say, rookies, the debut from MKL. And compared to other teams, they have import from the strongest region in the world, which is the China. And we tried to get a jungler from China, but it's really expensive, and I wouldn't spend on that. You guys know. So I would say that I'm going to use within my budget. So I don't want to do like commit over budget anything. And right now I'm having coach from China, but not strong, as in like not strong as a KPL coach, no, but it's just a experienced player from China, but they are assisting us in the coaching side. So, and that's why I would say that I'll target for top 5 in MKL.
Okay.
So, sorry, Kin, for the next question, can you repeat?
Which region do you want to beat at KWC if you guys make it there?
All right. To be honest, from my experience in KS, which region that I want to beat, I would say.
So no need for MKL because
don't hesitate. It's okay.
because that's your home region. So you're already playing from home. Now you need to beat another region down to a pulp. Which region is it going to be?
I will say Indonesia.
Okay.
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 Maybe he's just saying that because I'm here.
No. Because they beat us in the KS4
Oh,
and
yeah,
they
yeah,
started bragging out. But we actually like that's our first tournament, and we not even like a month to prepare for the tournament. So I would say Indonesia. We would like
Okay,
to see Indonesia team. Yeah.
Okay. Is it
Well,
is it
right
going
now
to
it looks like IKL the worst, so it's okay, I think. But go on.
So do you want to beat like specifically Dominator since they were the one that handed you that very painful lesson, or do you just want to beat the number one team from IKL?
Oh, yeah.
I'll start from the bottom first. From the bottom team, IKL, then I'll go at the top. So let's go team by team. Let's
Okay,
not go to the
okay.
top first. Yeah.
Nice. All right, so going into, I mean, you talked about the fact that, you know, top 5 at MKL, but generally speaking, 3 teams usually move on to the international tournaments, if anything. So, okay, like assuming things are kind of going well, and then you have that potential though, like if it's going to be Nova, GK, top 2, is it AG that's the most vulnerable? Like, where do you kind of see yourself potentially making that jump?
You mean like
If you were to take one
Okay.
of their slots out of the 3,
Yeah.
take one team out. You guys will
Who you're
beat
gonna
them.
take out?
Yeah, who do you want to beat?
Yeah.
it's very hard. I would say it's very hard. I'll say AG.
AG.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, AG.
All right.
Challenge
I'm
issue?
gonna tag Sian on this one, just so that you know, so that everybody's from AG knows that hey, they need to go hard on Team HAQ because they're coming for them. But it will be interesting to see because I think MKL right now with the 10 leagues, I think that
Yeah.
this is the probably the most dynamic time to be
True, yeah.
in the league because there's a lot of potential with these other teams as well. So I mean, it seems it's gonna be very exciting to see.
Yeah, and the group stage is best of 5, so it's really interesting.
Yeah.
It's really interesting though.
I have a follow up though. How is scrims going? Is scrims going good for your team, for Team HAQ? Have you been winning? Have you been experimenting a lot during the scrims? How was it?
Before MKL start, I have to admit we have like I do go meeting with the coaching management. Before the MKL start, we have like 34 scrims, but only 9 scrims that we won.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But then right
okay.
now, during the on season, I will say we have improvements on the scrims results. But at the end, of course, scrims are going to apply into your match day. But then we still have to separate scrim and the match day game plan. Yep.
For sure.
Okay, yeah.
So with these teams that you're scrimming with, again, if you can't tell me the names, that's fine. But I mean, if you can, that'd be great. But like, what teams are you scrimming with? Are they from Indonesia, PKL? Like, what? Like, you know what I mean? Where have you been scrimming with the most?
I think mostly from outside our region.
Oh,
that's of course, yeah. And I would say mostly from PKL. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Okay. So
Okay.
they
So that's
doubled
where all
down
the
on
wins
the
came from.
IKL thing.
Okay. I want to ask what the
okay.
teams are, but I think you're not going to say it, right? Okay. Oh, it's all good. It's all good.
But does it start with the letter B?
I can't say it.
There's 2 B's right there.
I know. So I mean, that's why, right? catch. All right. Okay. Well, we're trying here to see what we can do in terms of just getting the potential opportunities of these ones. But okay, success is one thing. Obviously, top 5, and to kind of build off of that, right? But like in terms of the future of this team, like what do you foresee? Like top 5 now, but like top 3 later.
yeah.
Like what is the growth plan for this team?
So at first, before KIS, I actually do approach Om Kurus from Indonesia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to meet him and stuff. So long story short, I wanted to take him not only for 1 season to focus a long term for 2 seasons and I would say for 1 year. But then he decided not to join us because he don't want to go out from his country. He have a commitment and stuff. Yeah. So the reason why I would really want Om Kurus is because First is the language barrier. We do not have any language barrier with our players, especially our local players. And I think communication is very important because having an import coach from with the language barrier to have in the team, it's going to be like there's a lot of communication right there. You have to translate this, you have to translate this, and then you have to ask what they say, and stuff. So language. I mean, communication is very important in the team. So since we do not have chorus for to come aboard with Team HAQ, we actually are trying to be honest, for me, we are targeting like season by season instead of a long season. So for MKL Spring right now, we actually do want to see our players' performance. Let's say if we get top 4, that means we can actually dominate for the next MKL. If they did not get top 4, or I would say below our KPI, which is top 6 below, then we have to restructure again.
Okay.
Yeah. But at the end, I think the most important part is the coaching management side. So we try to, to see right now in HAQ is very hard on the coaching management side only, because we need to import like from China. And then if no from China, if we are having our local coach here, it's not going to be strong because other teams are going to use the import coach from China, from the KPL and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, I feel like I'm on a dating show right now, but if there's ever a chance you can invite Korus back again, would you want him back?
Oh, of course, I really want him to be in Team HAQ. Yeah.
You heard that, He wants you back,
We can see how he bring BTR into how BTR achieved the tournament in Indonesia and international. So it's very nice because like it's not that I'm saying that China coach are not good. They are good, but from my perspective, I would just want a like flow communication. Yeah, that's very important. But
yeah, just to follow up with what you said there. So right now you're gonna do it season by season. You want to go get better top placements, rather get better placements as we go on. So is it safe to assume that you're targeting to get into KIC or at the end of the year?
To be honest, if we didn't get to go for KWC, yes, KIC is our target. Yeah.
Okay. That's great.
Okay. Is there some sort of performance bonus for the players if they make the KWC?
Of course.
Yeah, there you go.
I told them. I told that if you guys are like entering or champion for MKL, I will give the MVP players a car.
Holy!
I mean, high-end car, but
I'll take any car.
Yeah.
Okay, can we apply?
Maybe you need some extra coaching staff. We might be able to apply. Yeah.
So yeah, of course.
Awesome. So we're super excited to see exactly what you guys are going to be bringing. I think that there was a lot of potential, even seeing some of those games at the KIS. It just seemed like what you were kind of alluding to earlier about how the team just hasn't found their footing yet. It's still a little early, right? And it's in the gestation process of this whole experiment, so to speak. But we do expect big things out of you guys in the MKL. I wish you the best of luck, of course. We are big supporters of you. We wanted you on because we wanted to see exactly what the team was going to look to do, right? Especially moving forward. That said, any sort of shout out to your fans, sponsors, anything that you'd like to get kind of lay out right now?
I think first of all, thanks again to you guys, to all Team HAQ fans and all Honor of Kings fans. Do support, I would say, not only Team HAQ, but other teams in MKL. We really need your support in order for us to make the community more merrier. So wish us luck for Team HAQ and wishes to, I would say, not be champion for MKL, but to qualify for KWCE.
Okay.
I think you're doing.
yeah.
You're a little too gracious. I'm gonna say, don't cheer for the other MKL teams and only cheer for Team HAQ. Okay.
Yeah.
I was, I could sense what you were really trying to say at the end of the day.
Okay, so with that also, I think it's also important because we definitely want the support coming in for you. So where can they find you online? And if they want, if there's support coming in other forms, they want to buy your merchandise, they want to buy your jersey, your jacket, where can they find all of these things?
So you guys can search all of our social media. You guys can search up Team HAQ. In Instagram, we have Team HAQ MY. TikTok, we have basically Team HAQ MY too. So right now, we are selling one merchandise only. You guys can go to our DM and order from us through DM. And we are going to come out with a new merchandise soon, which is hoodie for everyone to wear, especially during, obviously, cold time and stuff. So make sure to do support buying our merchandise.
Okay.
I have a question though. Do you what do you call this? Do you deliver internationally? Because I'm interested to buy some for Team HAQ.
We can do that. Don't worry.
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
Just plug your address, Dash, at this point. It's so obvious. Obviously, that's what he's looking for. But,
No. I'm gonna buy it.
Right. We'll have to see. I would like to know when that order goes in, Aiman, if you don't mind, just so that we can kind of prove that one. But any other final words before we close out the show?
I think for me, no, that's all. Just don't forget to keep supporting us, Team HAQ, and other teams in MKL.
Okay. We went back to that one again. Okay, we'll leave it this time because he said it a second time. But thank you so much, Aiman, for your time, for taking time out to
Thank you, guys.
being on the podcast. All the best of luck as you go into
Thank you
this
so much.
MKL spring. Thank you guys, everyone. We'll see you guys next time.